Hey, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. How are you all doing? Today I'm back with 10 fragrances in a row here. I have exactly 10 fragrances to suggest, as you can see from the title, it's going to be for work, but just a little bit more specific. It's as summer is approaching towards us, like, we're already facing some hot weather. It's going to get really hotter from March. It's going to start raining. It's going to get a little bit, sticky, icky, sticky, whatever that word is. But then, like you get the idea. It's going to get really hot. So I want to suggest 10 fragrances great for office work in the summertime, okay? Daytime, summertime. And it's for men. And I have actually revisited my previous years and then the year before that. So I want to see like how many actually from my new collection can pop up in this list. And it kind of is interesting because I can see one, perhaps two fragrances made a new entry. So stay tuned for that. So let's start without any what do you call honorable mentions. I am gonna go from 10 all the way to 1, and I put them according to my preference in terms of smell, how much I enjoy them. And the main criteria was, I don't want to put in this list something very loud that is going to disturb your colleagues or in the lift near, like close proximity. At the same time, it's not super weak that it goes out in 2 hours and whole day you just start smelling like sweat. So they have quite, on most part, they have quite good performance. Perhaps just a one fragrance, perhaps one or two fragrances, maybe a little bit weak in the performance, but I still keep them here because maybe if you just uh, smell them, you might think this is good for office, right? So I just compromise a little bit there, right? So that's all. So let's see. So professionals in the work, you just want to smell like pleasant to other people. You want to smell professional at the same time, and you don't want to offend anybody, but you want to have a good time yourself. That's smelling fresh, relax and stuff. So we go from that side, okay? So number 10 is my suggestion. Not many people talk about it, and some people trash it and everything. I stand by this fragrance. You guys need to put your nose onto this one. There's a new intense version out. Didn't smell it, but this one still is a very beautiful fragrance for me. This is called YSLY, the original Y. Okay, they made this for Generation Y, and it's really beautiful bottle here. If you see this in like real time, you can appreciate it. Nice grip and nice cap. So this one, go for the like the first version. It has a lot of fresh out of the shower soapy quality. At the same time, it has a melon vibe. It is fresh at the same time. It's kind of like strong. It does last a very long time. It does project. It smells like the breeze, like a fresh clean air. And it has a little bit touch of fruitiness. Think of a little bit like Hawas, how transparent that is, like airy that is. This one I think I prefer over Hawas. So this one has a very handsome vibe to it. Does feel very sophisticated. At the same time, it feels like a very modern day kind of fragrance. It's not a masterpiece, but it's quite good. It smells crisp, clean, and does last fair bit. So first, like number 10, I'm gonna go with YSLY. Try this fragrance out, okay? Number 9, I'm gonna go with this line from House of Lalique and the Encre Noir line. So Encre Noir, basically, they have Encre Noir, Encre Noir à l'extrême, then they have Encre Noir Sport. I think I'm gonna show you the sport version today. The reason I chosen this one because Lalique's this Encre Noir line, you cannot actually wear the darker ones like the extreme version and then the original version. You cannot wear them quite in the hot weather. But this one right here, what they did with the sport version, it's not very sporty, but they did add grapefruit and then they put down the darker notes. So it smells kind of like when you spray it for the first time. Yeah, when sprayed for the first time, you get a little bit of the inky kind of a feel. It's going to be vetiver later, but you do get that watery sort of a very zesty grapefruit, and it's really realistic. So that makes it very nice summer wearable, especially the days when it rains. Smells phenomenal, and the juice color is really pretty. And the best part of this fragrance is very affordable. You can find this still pretty much within $40-$45 max for a 100 ml bottle. Such a beautiful bottle. So number 9, Encre Noir Sport by Lalique. Okay, number 8, here is the new entry. This baby is a little bottle here, but already it's getting love from me, but it's not in my top list today. But as you can see from the house of Alfred Dunhill, this is Icon, not Icon. I'm so used to saying Icon. This is Dunhill Century. Very beautiful bottle. This is a 75 ml version. Kind of like a paperweight kind of a bottle, and it has a weird cap. It looks like sort of like alien shuttle or so, like alien, I don't know, carrier or something. But I believe there's 135 ml version of it. I couldn't get it, but this fragrance, what this is a little bit, you can, when you sniff it, it kind of feels like this familiar, pink pepperish sort of a. You have that neroli coming in, but at the same time, it has an ambergris at the back. It's not really ambergris, most likely it's ambroxan, but it feels very much like a musky, very inviting sort of a fragrance. It does last a long time, does project a long time on me. For a fresh fragrance, it's pretty good. And thanks to Mr. Dan Norton for introducing this in the community. This fragrance is, I think, is one of the better releases from Alfred Dunhill. I still have to give it a little bit more wearing in the summer, but I think this is gonna make a fantastic fragrance for the office wear in summertime. So check out Dunhill Century if you see it in your local mall. All right. So this is my number 8. Number 7, the second and the last new fragrance that made the entry, and I think this actually is a fantastic flanker from the house of Hermes. And I have Hermes only Terre d'Hermes line, as you can tell. I picked up one from the 4 flankers. Okay, there is the original, there is the Parfum, and there is the Eau Fresh, and the number 4 is the new one. This is Eau Intense Vetiver. Many of you will say this is too early to tell, right? This fragrance just came out. It's not really that old. How do I know? I know because the opening, it's all about the lemon. I get a lot of lemony feel from it. I'm wearing something on that side. Let me tell you, fantastic spray on these ones. So this fragrance is not getting so much talk. Some people say it's not really worthy of Terre d'Hermes line because it doesn't have the earthy sort of a feel of the orange, dirty orange. But I do get very beautiful, like very tart, citrusy, fresh, like just like Eau Fresh. That is kind of like a rainy day sort of. This is sort of like a uplifting, something in the same line with Encre Noir Sport. The freshness you also get from it, and it does last a very long time. That's what made me really happy about this. This one projects really beautifully. So they did put quality in this. So give it a try sometimes. It's a little bit different than Terre d'Hermes, but it's really beautiful. They made it summer wearable, right? So Terre d'Hermes Eau Intense Vetiver is the number 7 choice for work in summer. Okay, so number 6, and then we're gonna hit the big 5, top 5. So number 6, actually I was gonna put it in top 5, but then I may change my mind. I kind of did like reshuffling, and then I brought it back. This is one fragrance I hate the original. I hate I hate the first Pour Homme version, but that has too much pepper in it. There's too much, something is going on. Nah, not really. But this one, they bring back the perfect balance. It's like oceanic, aquatic, blue at the same time, a little bit peppery, a little bit florals here and there, and it's salty, but perfect balance. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense for men. Okay, I think that's the whole name. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense Pour Homme, and this EDP for men. Beautiful bottle, beautiful juice color. You don't have to no one will disagree with me. This is beautiful oceanic sort of juice, and trust me, this smells really good. And the performance on this stuff, it's really, really nice. You don't need to go too much with it. You just go 2-3 sprays after shower on your skin and some shirt combined. This is going to be a perfect office scent. Okay, you can smell it even when you come back from work. That good, the performance. The fragrance, I admit, a little bit like it's kind of like a known DNA nowadays, but I think it's a solid body you can trust, right? Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense for men. Now let's hit the top 5. Number 5, I brought back one of the legends. This is what I call a legend, but I don't reach for it that much because this is getting harder to find now. But I'm gonna still show you this one. This is from the house of Armani, and this is called Acqua di by Giorgio Armani. This is the Essenza version. So this is my older version batch. I have this much juice left in my 180 ml bottle. Not much, just use it once in a while. Why I call this a legend is that, Acqua di original one used to be known as a legend, okay, this one, but got severe reformulation problem. It smells really good still, but it's not as good as what it used to be. This one, Essence, I believe, is the best version so far. Even there's Absolute, there is a Acqua di Profumo, what is the other one? Profumo Special Blend. I like them all, but they're a bit too spicy for summer. This fragrance, so versatile, you can wear it in the cold weather. At the same time, you can wear it in the hot weather. This one really projects, really lasts, and very masculine. This one, initially when it came out, people didn't get so much love. Nowadays, people looking at it, now it's being discontinued. But I would say if you like Acqua di line, this is the best bet. You can put your money in this. You're going to get good performance out of it. Acqua di Essenza by Giorgio Armani is my number 5 for summer work. Okay, now number 4. This is not gonna surprise anybody. This next, basically the last 4, not gonna surprise anybody. This Prada Amber Pour Homme. This juice It's one of my favorite looking like favorite juice color easily. It's something about this juice color just makes me stare at it. So the fragrance is so soapy. No need to talk about it much. I reviewed it recently. This made some versatile fragrance list. It does last cold weather, hot weathers, and the bottle is just so super cool. Okay, and this fragrance, it's the most luxurious bar of soap. Yes, I do like a lot of other product fragrances, but this one is a classic for me. Every time you sniff it, it's just like beautifully done bed, and it's just came out fresh out of the laundry, and you can smell every single like element of freshness in your bed sheet or your pillow. It's that fresh. It's like a high class hotel, and you just like dived into the freshly done bed. It just smells that fresh and clean. It's very masculine. It's very floral. At the same time, got amber in it. It got the soapiness in it. This one, a little bit pepper as well. This one I really love. You really, if you wear this at work, it's not going to be super sexy, but people will really admire your choice. Okay, very very commendable fragrance. So Prada Amber Purom number 4. Okay, number 3. This fragrance should have been my number 1, but I chosen based on the smell itself only. Okay, so my beloved Arm of Club Dino Intense Man, it has to make Bangladesh condition. This one works fine 12 months a year, no problem. But in Bangladesh, when you come like to see the hot weather, challenging weathers, you need something that will last on you whole day. And opening can be a little bit harsh, both in France and Dubai version. But if you wear this in like 1 hour prior to going to work, the dry down is what people gonna smell when you reach work. So the dry down is really sexy. I don't care what people say. You don't have to care what people say. Perhaps you can get at least 5-6 bottle of it instead of getting a Creed Aventus. It's gonna just serve you for a very long time. It's just practical. The thing is, Club Dino Intense Man, it smells really nice in air and from far, and especially I enjoy it on other people. When people come, approach me, I tell them, Club Dino Intense Man, right? Very familiar DNA. It's very sexy. Uh, Let people call whatever they want to call it, but $30 for this kind of 105 ml quality that lasts hell lot longer than like Creed Aventus or any other fragrances that smells like it. Respect to it. Okay, Club Dino Intense Man, my father's now signature scent. He went through 2 bottles. I'm gonna buy him another one. Number 3, Club Dino Intense Man by Armaf for summer office scent. Oh, number 2 and number 1. Trust me, Office for Man is not here, but one of his recommendations are here. Number 2 is Prada L'Homme, and it just got beaten by number 1 because I was feeling like it. I don't know. I just felt like this one should be number 2 and the next one should be number 1. This fragrance right here, Prada L'Homme, it's one of the best recommendation Jeremy made, and any other reviewers. Even at first, I thought it's kind of like a blah. I didn't appreciate it that much initially. This one has striking similarity to. I have a miniature. This is Dior Homme. Oh, very hard to find nowadays, but I don't have a full bottle of it, so I didn't get proper wearing. But I think this fragrance lasts a little bit longer than that from my testing, and it does smell a little bit like like moist sort of iris. Very nice blanket that just hugs you, and it's really easy to wear. And the florals in it is not too much. It smells fantastic. It projects nicely. At first I thought it doesn't last, but it does last a long time. Women love this fragrance. This kind of clean fragrance they can appreciate. So number 2 is Prada L'Homme for work safe, hands down one of the best, safest workplace scents. Okay, Prada L'Homme, the original one. And the number 1 is the fragrance. The one doesn't have much potency. It hurts me to say it, but at the same time I don't really care. This fragrance is just the most professional scent I ever smelled on a man. Okay, not that I try to go out and smell different men, but I smell this everywhere. I see it in shelf of every single professional dude out there. My friends, my elder brothers, everybody has a bottle of it. It's a classic. It has 2-3 hours of longevity and 2 hours of solid projection. You need to reapply after that, but this one, you smell it, this is legend. This is hands down one of the best creations of Alberto Morias, if I may say so. This is Versace Purom. This fragrance, it's one of the best aquatic floral kind of like ozonic fragrances in the market. I could have put Polo Blue, I could have put Dior Sauvage. I didn't put them here, but when I sniff it, something happens to me. It's just like all the good times, it just gets me all the So Versace Purom is not that expensive as well. This is now for 200 ml, you can get it for 65, 70 US dollars. For 200 ml, you can spray liberally. Highly recommended by me. You guys, even if you see the Medusa there, beautiful bottle here. Once again, let me remind you, this is one of the classic most bottles in the game, right? So I did not put Nautica's Voyage, Polo Blue, Sauvage. No. Number 1 for me is appropriate is Versace Purum. So that's my list for summer. If you are if you happen to be in this zone or anywhere summer is coming towards you, you can try any of these 10 fragrances. I think they're gonna work fine for work, and they're gonna serve you really really well. And there are many other fragrances I missed out, but it's only one video. I don't want to make it like 30 minutes, right? So hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, and let me know which one you like to wear at your work as a signature scent. I'll see you soon. Good night.